Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers, and my website is healingstars.com. This is the chart for the new moon, 13th of March 2021. A new moon is a new beginning, a fresh start. It's always a time to go within, and it's never a good time to launch anything at a new moon because the moon is invisible. Now, this is a very powerful Piscean new moon. We have Venus here at 19 Pisces. Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces, right next to Neptune in its own sign, and then the moon and the sun. This is 4 planets in the sun, in Pisces. We have now, Mercury's moving forward, Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury all in Aquarius, Pluto's still in Capricorn, the South Node in Sagittarius, North Node Gemini, Mars is now in Gemini. And the only real striking conflict is Uranus at 8 Taurus, squaring Saturn at 9 Aquarius. Now we have no fire at all apart from Chiron in Aries. So this is a very watery, emotional new moon. It's very, very strong Pisces energy. So if you have that in your chart, if you are a Pisces, of course, it's your birthday, this is a dreamer's new moon. This is the sign, Pisces, of creativity that comes from chaos often. It's to do with music and the movies, poetry, all of these wonderful things that lift us up, especially now Venus, of course, is in Pisces. It's a week until we get to the spring equinox, and then we will have fire energy. So that means that's the time. If you are considering launching anything, starting anything new, you're best to wait, frankly. Wait till the 20th, and then you've got that engine running. You've got what Mars represents. It's the god of war, but it's also activity and direction, takes things forward. Now, the creativity is a time of dreaming. This is the dreamer's new moon. It's a time of being taken into the enchantment realm. And of course, the movies is the ideal, I believe, because I love the movies, the ideal way to go into another dimension, another realm outside of normal reality. It's the Neptune energy is the ocean. So if you've ever, I'm just remembering this week, a lot of memories are coming up because Pisces is very much about that. And I'm remembering the time I learnt to snorkel with the absolute aid of someone who knew the sea really well. And when I was under the water and seeing those wonderful fish, I was in Hawaii at the time, it was a wonderful experience. So the swimmer in the unconscious is where all the wisdom can come through at this time. If you're an empath, then you might well be feeling deep feelings at this time. And yes, as I said, the dreamer, you might be dreaming powerful dreams also. Mars is down here. It's in Gemini. As you can see, it's really not doing very much at the moment. There is, however, a little sextile, as a talent, across to Chiron, and another little sextile to Saturn. So anything you research, Gemini is all about messages, writing. So it is a time of activity, but it isn't necessarily going to be produced at this time. Well, that's my advice to you. You might, though, as a empath, feel that energy of Mars, and it is a discordant energy. It's not compatible with Pisces at all. If you look over here, you do see there is a trine, though. There's that trine to Saturn. I think I said sextile, but it's a trine to Saturn. And otherwise, look, Mars is not really doing very much. We have a grounding because we do have Pluto in Capricorn. That's an earth sign. But we have the Aquarian, that's a lot of air energy. And we have all the emotion of Pisces. Neptune can open up to other realms. That's why it's fantastic for meditation or any design, any artwork, any free expression of your creative self. So think about the ocean. Think about movies that represent the sea. I'm thinking of, some real disaster movies actually to do with the sea. But also, if you're in tune with the ocean itself, you are in tune with something I call oneness, something bigger than the small self. The news this week, of course, I believe, has been focused very much on two things. One, the interview of Meghan and Harry by Oprah Winfrey. And that has caused a huge amount of disturbance. It was seen in the UK the very day, the exact time was when the moon was it with Pluto, plutocracy, power. And of course, we have Piers Morgan, not a fan of mine. I don't really like the man. However, he's got Mars, Uranus, Pluto in his chart. He walked off. Mars, Uranus, erratic behavior. And I think this is how we can understand astrology. See what characters are on the stage at any one time. The other event, of course, is the very disturbing murder of Sarah and the highlight about how a woman feels safe or not safe, rather, taking a walk home. And I'm not at that age where I do that. I work from home. But I do remember very clearly, the wolf whistles, the cat calls, the whole energy of some aspects of men, not all men, of course, but that has also been brought up in the news. And I felt deeply saddened when I read her story. And also just to recognize, these stories, we are now running a Neptune story. Neptune can indicate scandal. It can be that creativity, but it can also be illusion. Just like a fog, you can't see your way through. Things are going to change, as I mentioned at the spring equinox on the 20th. That's a really, really big, massive change. We get, only on the day after this new moon, Venus will absolutely join Neptune. That only happens once a year, by the way. So that's a great day to, feel that energy, feel that oceans, feel the power of the unconscious there. And then the power of love, actually, I should say, the power of love. And a muse, Neptune, Venus is all about having a muse. Who do you feel is maybe your muse, your hero or heroine that you like to emulate, the things they do or how they speak? The Venus will go also, is moving quite fast. So Venus goes into Aries on the 21st of March. And then as the month evolves, also we have Mercury going into Pisces on the 15th. So everything is moving at the moment. And Pisces is a very mutable sign, along with Virgo, along with Sagittarius, along with Gemini. So thank you for watching. You can read the dates on my website. I go into the essence also of the archetypes in the tarot. For instance, the High Priestess is very Pisces, although she's not allocated to it. But that's the quality of the creative coming from meditation or sleep. To recognize the last dream you have at night can well be a dream of the future. Once you tune in, once you request before you go to sleep, please bring me a dream about my creativity. Again, thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers of HealingStars.com.